Son Goku, the Saiyan male originally sent to destroy Earth as an infant, after a head injury at an early age alters his memory, ridding him of his initial destructive nature, and allowing him to grow up to become one of Earth's greatest defenders. He constantly strives and trains to be the greatest warrior possible, which has kept the Earth and the universe safe from destruction many times. Goku has exceptional senses that allow him to locate small, distant objects by tracking their smell, see clearly over long distances, and track the movements of others even in pitch-black conditions by feeling vibrations in the air. As a Saiyan, Goku grows stronger every time he fights and can become stronger in the midst of combat, vastly increasing in strength whenever he is mortally injured. And when he fought Jiren in Ultra Instinct Sign, his attacks were getting stronger, faster, and sharper over time. He was able to fight all three Saiyan invaders, which are Raditz, Nappa, and Vegeta, as he overpowered Vegeta with Kaioken ×3, and then matched his Gallic gun with a Kamehameha, and overwhelming him when he went Kaioken ×4, with Kid Vegeta being stated that he surpassed his father, who blowed up 3 planets with one move of his palm. Goku then goes to fight Frieza, who was able to destroy planet Vegeta and make explosions so large that it had galactic range. But Goku was able to break his limits, becoming first Super Saiyan in history. He goes to fight Frieza again, where he overpowered him. He was the second strongest fighter at the time, even at only 50% of his power. Goku fought against Perfect Cell and nearly killed him with his instant Kamehameha, though Cell wasn't fighting at full power. He grows stronger to point where he is superior to Cell Saga Gohan as a Super Saiyan 2, and he was strong enough to match Majin Vegeta, and easily overpowered Innocent Buu as a Super Saiyan 3. He said that he could have defeated Kid Buu if he finished the fight quickly. He later goes to fight Destroyer God of Universe 7 Barris. Their clash alone was capable of shaking the macrocosm as well as eventually destroying it. Later in base is shown and stated to have absorbed the power of Super Saiyan God into his base form, but there are a lot of problems with this line of scaling. Let's set the groundwork. What is the difference between Universal Plus and Low Multiversal? If you were thinking along the lines of multiple infinite universes, then while being somewhat correct, but there is a core thing you are missing. These universes have to be temporally isolated. Now, what does that mean exactly, and why is this so? For this, we have to look at the difference between High Universal and Universal Plus. High Universal is being able to functionally affect an infinite space that stretches infinitely in the 3 cardinal directions: length, width, and height. This would mean that you would require an infinite joule output to even affect it. Now, what is Universal Plus? It is essentially the same thing, but to the scale that it destroys all past, present, and future of that infinite space. To describe it most simply, it destroys a singular moment, an infinitesimal fraction of the temporal aspect of the universe, since it occurs in one moment. In this example, the time at which the infinite universe ceases is instant instead of gradual. Now, in an infinite space, by definition, time would also be infinite. Thus, destroying an infinite universe would only be an infinitesimal fraction of the feat of someone who destroys all of time along with space, since it's essentially destroying it an infinite amount of times. Use the below diagram as a rough outline of what I'm trying to say. A high universal character can only destroy the slimmest of the slimmest slice of it, but a Universal Plus character can destroy all of it. Now, how does this link into Low Multiversal? Well, Low Multiversal is where you destroy this several times over. You destroy several different infinite-sized universes with their own time that isn't interlinked with one another. The reason why temporally linked universes don't scale to Low Multiversal is due to the fact that a multiple of a high universal character's joule output would still be less than Universal Plus. Now that we've got this out of the way, how does this link into the Battle of Gods feat? The way the Battle of Gods Low Multiversal meta is argued is that Other World, the Kaioshin Realm, etc. are all temporally separate space-times, thus granting the Low Multiversal tier as I described. However, they are indeed temporally intertwined, and let me show several examples of this. For Hell, the residents such as Cell and the Ginyu Force watch Super Saiyan 3 Goku fight Kid Buu as it's happening. For Otherworld, Goku travels to King Kai's planet via Snakeway, which takes 6 months to cross in an attempt to train in preparation for Nappa and Vegeta's arrival, thus implying they have the same flow of time. You get the picture. These aren't separate space-time continuums. Thus, this isn't a Low Multiversal feat. It's Universal level feat. With his perfected Ultra Instinct, he was capable of contending with Jiren, who is stronger than the God of Destruction of Universe 11, Belmod, who should be comparable to the likes of Champa and Beerus, who were going to destroy Universe 7 in their fight. dominated Jiren before he powered up to his full power. According to Goku, he would have been eventually able to defeat Jiren had the form been able to last longer. He effortlessly dominated a granola clone who had some power from his real self. Later on, he was able to somewhat keep up with Granola after awakening his right eye, and after being healed by Vegeta, he fought a causal awakened powered gas for a while before getting pressured. In Ultra Instinct, he could fight and contend with a more serious gas, alongside Ultra Ego Vegeta. After unlocking true Ultra Instinct, he became a little stronger than Gas, and was able to compete with him in his zombie-like state. Now we go to another problem, which is immeasurable speed Goku. This statement does not appear in the anime, although there can be an argument made that it also applies to the anime, but I will get onto that later. Thus, this feat must be addressed twice, from both continuities. To start, we'll get the quick and easy one out of the way, the manga version. The scan should be self-explanatory, but essentially if you are stronger than Hit, then time skip has less effect on you. This is how Hit won the fight against Goku, by going Super Saiyan Blue and literally growing stronger than Hit. So, essentially, if you are stronger than Hit, his time skip is nigh useless against you. Quite simple, really. Now, the anime's version of the feat is a lot more difficult to handle, but debunkable nonetheless. Essentially, the argument goes that Goku forced himself into the future in the process of bypassing Hit's time skip. However, this is somewhat incorrect, and wouldn't even qualify for immeasurable speed. To begin with the most simple and straightforward way, it's stated on numerous occasions, from King Kai, Goku himself, and even the narrator, that he was predicting Hit's movements, however further into the future, akin to aim dodging but for attacking rather than dodging. You could almost describe it as precognition, but I think you get the picture. Due to this, he's not literally moving forwards in time, and even then, it wouldn't grant immeasurable speed, and allow me to elaborate on why. Immeasurable speed is the capability of moving beyond linear time as a whole, thus cannot be measured by the speed formulae. Linear time is a concept whereby time is seen sequentially, as a series of events that are leading towards something, beginning and an end. It is essentially the idea that time extends one-dimensionally, and the 2 points at each end is a beginning and the end. Imagine it like a 1D string. The above image represents linear time. Even if you move backwards or forwards on the line, you are still on that line. You are not beyond it. Someone that has immeasurable speed would be outside of the line as a whole, unaffected by it. Even if Goku forced himself into the future, he would still be moving within linear time. Hell, if moving backwards or forwards in time is immeasurable speed, then, under Einsteinian physics, even us, as base humans, are immeasurable speed due to what's known as time dilation. Goku, under the false presupposition that he is literally moving forwards in time with raw movement speed, would still be on that line, not beyond linear time. So this feat is not immeasurable speed. But he should be way faster than this one amazing speed feat that base Goku and Pikkun are able to do. This is before the 7-year time skip between the Cell games and the Buu saga. They fly from Grand Kai's planet down to Hell. This will come out to be 438 quadrillion of times faster than speed of light. Overall, Goku should scale to low multiversal with massively faster than light plus speed. Now looking back, Goku had come long way since he was kid. And now he is so strong that all gods stand in respect. But can hope of universe beat Shadow Monarch?